Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to Unit Lost. I am Stylosa, and today I'm joined by a very special guest. I'm joined by Dannedd. Hello, hello, hello.
Hello there.
So Dannedd is a very, very special guest. So he is the rank 1 Doomfist on the ladder. He's also a pro player who plays for British Hurricane, the London Spitfire contenders team. And what we're going to do in this video is talk about Doomfist and, well, the state of him after the, quite frankly, massive nerfs that have just hit him. So what I'm going to do firstly is just run down what these nerfs are. So we've got Rising Uppercut. So you lose air control. Well, the loss of air control duration has been lowered from 3 seconds to 0.6 seconds. So this basically means if you get hit with Rising Uppercut, you can kind of move, whereas before you just sort of went up in the air and it was easy for Doomfist to set up, you know, primary fire into him and all that stuff. The next thing we've got is Seismic Slam. So the maximum range is reduced from 20 meters to 15 meters, and targets no longer lose air control while being pulled in. Again, this means that the target can move around, so it's harder for Doomfist to do damage. A Meteor Strike, the inner ring damage radius is increased from 1.5 meters to 2 meters, but the big thing with this is the outer ring maximum damage is decreased from 300 to 200. This means that Doomfist's ultimate now doesn't really kill anyone. I don't know. All right, Dannedd, let us know what you think about this. Like, Doofus Nerfs, you are literally one of the best Doomfist players there is. Is he dead? Or is he okay?
Yeah, for now, Doofus looks to be completely out of the meta, at least. The nerfs are actually extremely massive. I do believe, like, I agree, he did need some nerfs. And the uppercut one, I for sure, like, I understand it. It's just a bunch of CC. There's no need to have it on it. It's just annoying to play against. I think that's like the weakest, or the like least affecting him of the nerfs. Also the range on his E, I think it's annoying to have like the lower range on it, but I think it's kind of fine. Like, the biggest problem with the nerfs is the second of the nerfs, or the two second ones. The ultimate, basically, as Stylosa said, yeah, that doesn't kill anyone anymore. You can only use it to maybe kill like a sleeping target, kill someone in grab. If a 200 HP target sees your ultimate, they can just walk out of it and they'll survive pretty much all the time. So that's like a massive nerf to their ultimate. And the slam also. The CC on the slam used to let you pull people towards you so you could uppercut them. That was like the basic combo. That's how you kill people with Doomfist. You went slam them, they bounce towards you, and then you could uppercut them.
Yeah, and then you primary fire them, right?
Yeah,
and then you fist out. So that's sort of, yeah.
But since the slam no longer pulls them towards you, you struggle to actually hit uppercuts on them.
Yeah.
Which just, like, so that's like kill potential. It's just gone completely for now. And couple that with so the new way to, like, if you ever want to kill someone with your slam into uppercut, you will have to, like, jump next to them in a way that you don't need your slam to pull them towards you. You just need to land next to them with your slam and then uppercut them. And because of the range nerfs on the slam, that's also way harder to do. So
he's really vulnerable now. This is what I'm sort of getting from Doomfist. I mean, you go in with the seismic slam, and then you just sort of like, I've not killed anybody, so I run away with the fist.
Yeah.
Or you try and get greedy and just try and kill somebody, and then you've got no escape at all.
Yeah, the new way of playing Doomfist is basically like the old way of playing Doomfist, where you were an assassin. You jumped on your slam, you uppercut, and you got out with your rocket punch. That's no longer the way to play. The only way to play right now is hiding and get a punch off, and then uppercut and slam out, which is a way weaker combo to do to kill people. It's way less reliable. You basically need a wall to do it, and that's just the way you can play him now. You don't really kill people with your slam uppercut, so that's how you gotta play it for now.
Well, at the start of this video, you said that he kind of did need a nerf, but like, what would you have done to him, and why do you even think that he needed a nerf in the first place?
Yeah. For as in nerfs, I'm talking mostly about like ranked play. For the pro scene, he's currently in meta in pro scene, mostly because of the goats that's being run almost everywhere. So he's like a decent counter to goats. That's the biggest reason he's currently in the meta. In pro scene, he's like most easily counterable, but when it comes to ranked, he's harder to counter because you need actual coordination and team play. because he has an easier time against uncoordinated teams because he's an assassin, so that's what he does.
Yeah.
So I agree that he could need nerfs. And the for example, the uppercut one, I feel everyone gets annoyed by the uppercut, just sitting in it and being completely locked for the amount of time it takes for it to land. I also feel it's annoying, even though I'm a Doofus player, but when I get up against it, I also feel annoyed. So for sure, that nerf alone was fine, and well, after that I'm not sure what I would nerf.
Well, I think for me, what was frustrating is when Doomfist comes out of nowhere, hits you with seismic slam, uppercuts you, kills you with primary fire, and then fists away. It's like, oh great, I literally had nothing. I couldn't do anything there. And what you just said there is actually quite true. The loss of or the reduction in the amount of time you lose control in your character after you get uppercutted probably would have been maybe enough. Why did they then nerf seismic slam and then meteor strike? I mean, meteor strike is a bit of an annoying one sometimes as well, but the rising uppercut thing, that is by far, I agree with what you've just said, that was by far the most frustrating thing. Yeah. If I'm playing Zen and he just jumps on me, I'm like, oh great. So I'm like, Saria, bubble. It's, oh no, she hasn't bubble, I'm dead. I'm like, great then. Really frustrating.
Yeah, for sure. And it's he uppercuts you, and if he decides to jump away, then you're just stuck in that movement lock until you land, and then you can start doing stuff again. So that was the most annoying part, and I feel like a lot of what people feel towards Doomfist needing to nerf is just being annoying to play against, and so I have to feel like the uppercut helps solve that a bit. But I think the ultimate nerf and the slam CC removal was complete overkill with the nerfs. That's kind of what destroys him as a hero, because your ultimate no longer kills people. That's not the purpose of your ultimate anymore. It's basically as an escape, and that's kind of a weak ultimate. you can also use it to land and gain some shields, but so it's hard to say. But I feel like they went overkill with these nerfs from a Doofus perspective.
Yeah. So what do you do now? What would you do in ladder? Do you still think he would be effective in ladder? I mean, I know you've been playing him on ladder. Are you still getting use out of him on ladder, or does he just feel so bad that you actually are just I'm just going to play something else now?
I've tested playing him I did not test him playing on my high rank accounts. I played on a lower ranked account just to test him out to see, and I can still do some stuff, but it's way different. You don't get kills like you would get guaranteed before. There's so many kills where I feel they just got away. They just ran away from me, and I struggled to actually killing one because of the CC, the East Slam CC. They don't get to me, so they just run away from me instead.
Yeah. It is a strange one though when you think about it, because what they've kind of done with these changes is made it frustrating for the Doomfist players. And I guess for other players, because you probably don't want the Doomfist on your team anymore. I don't know, that's kind of harsh to say. But maybe Doomfist, I mean, he's still going to be able to kill people if he lands the punch, like you said. But that's still, you can't really engage with the fist, can you? Unless it's super safe to do so. Like you said, you're hiding, but in the corner. I kind of see, I don't know, you're on Oasis University or something, and you're sort of hiding, and then you just sort of pop out with a little punch, and then somehow try and get away.
Yeah, that's the best way to play him right now. If you want to play him in as an assassin, I feel I know a lot of people when Doofus came out, they thought, oh, he's like an off-tank fighter, but instead he became this just one-shot guy, because of how much damage he deals and how vulnerable he is. So I feel they kind of, with this nerfs, it's purely nerfs, but they changed the playstyle into actually you have to be the time where you're most effective is when you're in a fight. The fight's say 2 CP, you're on Hannah a second, and the fight's just going on point, and you just keep punching people and you keep getting shields. That's where he's effective now. Whereas before,
that's a good point. Yeah.
So he's more into that fighter role now. But before the nerfs, he could do that also, but he was also just super good at everything else he did. So it's I feel they would have. I feel they should have compensated with the nerfs, the way they did with Brigade. they nerfed her in some way and then buffed her in another way, just to compensate. And instead with Doomfist, they just threw 4 nerfs on him and just called it a day. So he's effectively like gone from the meta for now. Should be.
Well, that's really interesting what you've just said there, because like what we've been saying is there's this like role reassignment going on with Brigitte. So obviously she's going away from this front line, just bashing everybody and ha ha ha, everyone's dead, to this like, okay, she's still got decent healing, she's still got repair pack and all of that, and she's still super tanky, and she's more just in the fight. That's kind of what she should have been. She should have been the I guess the support that protects the other supports, or is with the other tanks, but not actually on the front line setting up all kinds of crap, because she was totally OP. But Doomfist, it's kind of the same thing, right? Taking away his assassin capability and going, no, actually Doomfist should be this brawler that's in the fight as it breaks down. Because I mean, this generally happens, doesn't it? The Doomfist comes out, like you said, on 2CP. At the end, it's like, oh, bring the Doomfist out. And suddenly, as the fights go into crap, Doomfist starts getting loads of value then. And that's like, I mean, do you see that as the only time you're really going to get value with Doomfist, like at the pro level?
If we're talking at the pro scene, he's not going to be played anymore in the pro scene. That's about it. So I can't talk about like the pro scene because he's just gone from it. But for like in rank, if we're talking rank, like that's the playstyle you'll be doing. That's all you'll be doing, because you can't feel like you're not an assassin anymore the same way you were. It doesn't work at all anymore.
I don't know. It's a weird one.
Yeah.
Right? So like, I'm really the thing is, like, part of me is like, okay, great, the Doomfist nerfs are coming out. I mean, obviously, like we made a load of videos on this on the channel. It was like, I hate it when Doomfist just wipes out the team, because what would happen is Doomfist would, like, he was very good at tilting your team. So people are getting killed, like, because they're wildly out of position and nobody's helping each other, and people just give up, and Doomfist seems like mega powerful. So you get frustrated. It's like, oh god, but you know the answer. Like, I know the answer. It's like I'd be saying to my Zari if I'm playing Zen, please bubble me or something, or just somebody look after me, or just shoot the Doomfist. Just stay together, guys. But that's a very hard thing to do on the ladder. So when you see the nerfs coming out, everybody's like, okay, this is great. We don't want Doomfist to just be instantly deleting people in the backline and getting away for free, because that's what it kind of felt like. I know that's not entirely true, but it felt like that. But now, after seeing these nerfs, I think this is way too harsh. Like, this is... You can't, like, Doomfist was a good hero, but now they've just come in and just gone like, you're dead. Or at least that's what he feels like to me. And I don't like that.
I try to understand. Like, obviously, I'm not like, oh, I play Doomfist. Every nerf is bad for Doomfist. Like, I'm so against it. But like, I need to like always also think about like how other people feel about it. So of course I felt like, he kind of need a nerf, but like this feels so overkill, and he's gonna be gone for until they decide to give him some decent buffs, like pretty good buffs. He would need that for to actually come back.
Well, it sounds crazy. Like, now we've been talking that. Why didn't they just do the uppercut thing, like we said a bit earlier on in the video? Like, why do the additional nerfs? If they wanted to do them as well, they could come back and do that, like when the next PTR goes up, go, hey, we're going to look at his seismic slam now. Instead, it's just like, let's get him out of the game, and it's
just throw every nerf we thought about and put him on him, and
But how, like, can they even test if that's going away? Because it's just like, oh, nobody plays Doomfist anymore.
I don't know.
Oh my god, it's weird.
Hard. Like, I agree. Like, I think one of the biggest problems people have with Doomfist as well was how he can, like, he feels like when you get killed by him, people felt like, oh, he played like he wasn't skilled at Doomfist, just killed me because he hit, like, his abilities that are so easy to hit. And I for sure get that, like, because Doomfist is like one of the, if you don't know, like, you say you don't know how to play any hero at all, if you play Genji, you're gonna struggle a bit. If you play Widow, you're gonna struggle a bit. But Tracer, you're gonna struggle a bit. Like they're like counted more as skill heroes. And like if you play Doomfist and you don't really know how to play him, you're still gonna be effective. So like the difference between like a Doomfist that has no idea what he's doing and like a really good Doomfist is lower than, like, say, a Genji or Tracer. And I think that's like one of the main issues people had with it.
I agree, because especially if you play those heroes, because you often get the thing of like, look, I've put tons of hours into Tracer, I'm mechanically better than this guy who's just picked Doomfist, who's like going, tra-la-la-la, I'm killing everyone, ha. And it is frustrating.
So I think,
I get that.
That's like one of the like main issues with Doomfist. But yeah, that's just how it is. But
Well, it seems that Doomfist has just been deleted from the game, so Blizzard need to do something to, I don't know, bring him back into the game. It seems a bit heavy-handed, or at least that's what we're thinking. Anyway, guys, let us know what you think about all of this in the comments below, especially if you're a Doomfist player, and especially if, I mean, maybe you think this is good. Maybe you want Doomfist out of the game. Maybe you want Doomfist back. Maybe you think it's too harsh. Let us know. So I've been joined by Dannedd. Dannedd, you've got to plug yourself. Where can these guys find you on Twitch and Twitter and all that good stuff?
I'm not not the most active guy, but on Twitch, I'm called Dannedd OW. Just that, and same on Twitch. Oh wait, what did I call it? Twitter and Twitch.
Twitter.
Oh, there we go. Twitter and Twitch. That's ones I use.
Yeah, well, the links to this will be in the description, guys. Oh, you got more? You got more?
I don't have more. That's it.
All right. Of course, he plays for British Hurricane as well, so you can see those guys playing in the contenders, which is, I think it's normally the weekend, isn't it? Monday or Sunday?
Yes, it's.
When's the next game, actually?
It's this Monday. Next Monday.
Oh, it's Monday.
Yeah.
All right, there we go, guys. I've been Stylosa, he's been Dannedd, and we will catch you lovely lot on the next one. Toodaloo.